Hello everyone, and once again, welcome back to another Let's Play on my channel. Something I have never done before and didn't exactly plan to do as well, so that's another one of these Let's Plays. So yes, here we go, we are doing M&ms Shell Shocked, a game by Boston Interactive, which released in North America in 2001, and over here in Europe in 2002, so definitely not a high quality game. This game's even on Crappy Games Wiki, so that actually does say quite a lot. So yeah, so here we go. So we're playing a bit of M&ms Shell Shocked, and this part we are going to be doing Get Out of Town, which may or may not amaze you. We will find out. So yes, this is another platforming game. So. Or kind of a platforming game, but a very interesting, unique, and crap one at that. So, yeah, I just wanted to do this. So anyway, here we go with Get Out of Town. So, let's go.
Well, my yellow fellow, it's time these M&Ms had a little R&R.
R&R? Is that a new candy? Are we being phased out?
We are going on vacation. Come on! One last thing before we arrivederci. Who did you leave in charge of the candy factory? Hello? It's what? They what? And what?
You're turning red.
Repeat after me. I did not leave the M&ms Minis in charge of the candy factory. Has your chocolate melted? Have you gone completely nuts?
Well, the minis aren't that bad. All they need is a chance.
All you need is a brain donor. Get to the factory, pronto! There's a Minis mutiny going on. They've stolen the formulas for all the M&ms candies. Stop those Minis! Find those formulas! Go, go, go! There goes my partner. There goes my career.
You left the Minis in charge of the factory. So yeah, there we go. That was a very cheesy, low res, cutscene. So yeah, very interesting. I'm just gonna say that. So these cutscenes are like 15 FPS. It's like. It's just absolutely mental, this. So, yeah, here we go with the loading screen. So, yes, I'm about to show you what's going to happen in the first level. So, here we go. This is the first world. And this is what you do throughout the first world. You have a driving level. Yes, so the first level you ever hop into is a vehicle level. Those things are complained about throughout my whole Crash-free Let's Play of Insane. So, yeah, that actually does just go to show that this game, well, you're starting off with a vehicle level. First impressions mean absolutely everything. We talked about first impressions and that in the community, on the Discord the other day, and stuff like that. But, this actually does fit this game really well, because you do not get good first impressions if you're in a vehicle level. And let me tell you, the hitboxes in this vehicle level are absolutely all over the place. You're driving through a city, but, the slightest object to a side can kill you. And that sound when you're breaking crates and collecting those M&ms Minis just absolutely just annoys me to hell. But I'm keeping the sound on because this Let's Play, I'm wanting to keep it like the game's originally intended, even though it's driving me absolutely insane and up the wall. But anyway, I'm just going to say that these sounds, as well, the controls for this, right? Let me tell you what it is. You press left, you keep going left. You press right, you keep going right. But you know how this works? Well, it's pretty simple mechanic. I'm not even pressing any buttons at the minute. You turn by tapping left and right on the D-pad while you're navigating through these city streets with very, sort of dodgy hitboxes. With these cheesy animations going off, what looks like a crash. So, yeah, totally. And you can see with the count of them Minis and the lives as well, that this is, of course, you know, a bit of a Crash rip-off with how they're doing this, like a Crash 1 rip-off. So anyway, here we go, Zone B. Now, is this one going to be any different? Not really. I don't think it will be. I'm just going to say it's the same, but instead of in an urban environment, you're now in a rural environment. So, with even harder objects, more blind corners. Yeah, blind corners get put in this, and it's just... I don't even have any words. I really do not have any words for this. And by the way, these guys can just decide to pull in front of you anytime and kill you. You know, yeah, what we're travelling at like? We're probably travelling at what? 16 kilometers per hour? Given the size of everything else on this road? And given the size of an M&M itself? Or not even that. We're probably travelling at 8 kilometers per hour, guys. And that is just, yeah, but it feels faster because of the way the game is clever with depth perception, which there won't be any of that later on. There really won't. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about by blind turn, and there are crates and objects you cannot get. You stick to the left here, which if I'd never played the game before, I would not have known, and I would have died. So, yeah. And of course, we get to do a jump. Whee! You know, so exciting. Really is exciting. So yeah, but I'm going to start enjoying this game more once we get out of these vehicle levels. I really am, honestly. That's how it's going to work. So anyway, let's go with Zone C. So I'm planning to make this Let's Play like one world per part. You know, it will sort of like make sense if I do it that way. So yeah, this is exactly how this works. It really is. So loading screen. Is that loading screen even necessary? Is it actually loading something in the game? Or is it just putting it there to try to be aesthetically pleasing and the game's trying to, you know, trying hard to impress? I have absolutely no idea, and there's total carnage going on this road. Total roadkill, total wrecks, you know. And we're even more in a rural place. Now, something interesting I'm going to talk about in a minute, and they've even got cows running out in the road, like the farmers in this like location have absolutely no control over their animals whatsoever. You know, just to let a cow run out into the roads like that. But the thing is, I'm just going to say this: does it really matter if you're only doing about 12 kilometers per hour anyway? I don't think it does. And yeah, to what I remember, this level's even shorter than the others. And if that's the case, not a lot's even happening. You know what I mean? You know, it's so short levels. It really is. I'm just pressing left and right on the D-pad. That's all this part's been. Just me pressing left and right on the D-pad and maybe X to load into the levels. That's all I've been pressing this part. I've never ever played a game before where I press so little buttons. But don't worry, that's going to be changing in the next part. Now here's the interesting thing. We're in a valley now. They've decided to put an M&M's factory in the sticks instead of in a city. What is the logic in that?
Here goes nothing.
Wait, little friend. Maybe it's time to ask who's the best candy for the job. Maybe this calls for the ringer, the top gun, the go-to guy. Nah, you're right. You go.
Wish me luck.
Miracles happen every single day. They do. We're dead.
Yep, so there we go. That has been part 1. I'm going to save my progress because, for the simple reason, I'm not redoing that again. Should I die? I'm absolutely not. You know, or should the computer crash or the emulator crash. So, yeah, so there we go. Save my progress, you know, so at least I've got that bit of reassurance that I'm not going to lose all this progress I've just done in this part. But anyway, this has been part 1, so I hope you've all enjoyed this part, everyone. And of course, thank you so much for watching. And I will be continuing this game in part 2. So I'm just going to leave it off here. And yep, let's do the rest of the talking. So yep, I'm going to see you when we get inside the factory. So I'm just going to leave it there.